but because that was gonna prepare me for where I am now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, or
right.
where I'm
Yeah,
going.
now I
Like,
understand you.
I feel like every step in your life is just to prepare you for the next step.
Because I didn't realize I had got my politics game up by accident. Like,
He said by
just
accident.
nah, like for real, just like spending time around people and just talking to them, and they're like, and if they like you, that's it.
Yeah.
And it's like, and it's then they create this hierarchy to where it's like, oh, you an E4, yo, you can't be friends with them E3. It's like it's a beef kind of like thing. Like,
I've been grinding, got all the eyes on me. Fuck being humble, I take the pride only. Damn right, I take it there, cause they ain't playing fair. I've been grinding, got all the eyes on me. Fuck being humble, I take the pride only. Damn right, I take it there, cause they ain't playing fair.
One. All right, we on live, boys.
How you doing?
What's up,
welcome
y'all?
back, welcome back to the bird's eye
What's
view
up?
between the
Between
world
the
and
world
us.
and us, guess who's
We
here?
got a guest, first guest here.
We got our first guest, Smitty, bro. Smitty, get in the
Yes,
camera,
sir.
bro. I
It's
can
an
barely
honor.
see you, man. The flyest nigga
It's
on earth, man.
You know, I be chilling.
Smitty,
I
man.
thought he was going. I thought he was going to put on the big jacket with the big buffies or something.
He said the buffs. Nah, you know, I be chilling. I'm a hey, I'm not gonna lie, man. Getting out the military, I had to start spending humbly.
No,
Yeah,
that's a fact,
yeah.
though. That's a fact.
Definitely
Even
had
though,
to start spending humbly.
bro, even though like we wasn't making that much unless you was getting BAH though. You was getting BAH at the time, right?
Nah, I never grabbed BH one time.
Damn,
Bro, I grabbed BAH
dang.
my when I was getting out, when they put me like, I forgot where they put you before you about to get out. I got like 1 week BAH, bro. I got BAH, bro, and that shit hit one time. I was like, damn, this shit kind of nice, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, that BAH make you comfortable. You
Yeah, nah,
start spending a little different,
man.
Yeah,
and then you
nah.
get out.
But
You
it's
like,
only comfortable in certain situations. Now, if you really
true.
have another spouse and real responsibilities, then that's
Yeah,
just necessary. Now, if you out here just single, just
Yeah,
marry somebody for the fun of it, now that's where you got to spending money.
that's.
dead.
I think that's where they get you at first. That's where I mean, you're not supposed to do it, but we know dudes out here just getting married just to get the bread.
Everybody doing
Yeah,
it.
Get
everybody
married
know
for
it
the
ain't no
bag.
secret for real. But like, I feel like that's how like when you come in young in the Navy, like Smitty and shit. When you
Mm.
come in and that's like your first job, like for some people, I know Smitty was
Hmm.
hustling and stuff before that, but like some people come in and I say first time like getting a check for real, bro.
Yeah, that
And
that
then
Mm.
real payroll.
yeah, so you come in there. That's why it's so hard to get out, even if you have other aspirations, because it's like, bro, since the jump I came in here, they've been telling me what to do, and they've been paying
Yeah.
me, and I ain't really have to
Kind of
think
make
so
it.
much
Yeah,
and
that's what
get
I'm saying. You
scared.
and that's the part. You don't gotta think. That's what people get. That's what people get. You know, they get too used to not thinking for themselves.
Yeah,
And I got out here when I first got out here, and I was literally like, damn, like I really gotta think for myself. So man, no one else gonna apply for these jobs for me. No
yeah,
one else gonna pay my bills no more. So niggas, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, I had to get out
yeah.
here and grown man it up.
that's real though. So when you first joined, so like, what was your first outcome? Like, what you thought was gonna be your outcome of joining the
I'm
Navy? Like,
not
you
gonna
think you
lie.
was gonna do 20 or like?
Yeah, what
So
was the thing for real?
and I might have told y'all this before. So when I had first got in, man, I had finished boot camp. I did y'all ever heard of THU with the temporary holding unit before A school?
Before A school, no, I never
Oh
went.
yeah, like when you first get
Oh,
out of boot camp and they keep you in the other building.
Yeah,
I
they
heard
keep you in
about
the
that.
same.
Yeah.
They keep you in the same on that same base with boot camp until you ready to transfer it over to A school. Man, I was there for like a month. Met some good people. I really didn't do too much. It wasn't really like, it wasn't really the Navy that I expected when I first got out of boot camp. So, people weren't strict. Everybody was chilling, so that was cool. Then, I got out of there, went to boot camp. Went to A school, classed up I think a week after I got there. So my first week I was just chilling. Classed up, finished class in 2 weeks. I was there. After I classed up, I was there for another 6 months.
Mm. So
Yes,
you spent 6 months
six months in
in
Chicago.
Great Lakes. Yeah.
No, I spent.
It's,
I think I almost capped that. I think I spent 10 months in Great Lakes from
That's crazy
November
work,
to
bro.
August.
God damn.
Yeah.
Bro, I was barely there because of course, I was on Dez. I came in, I was there. I did my whatever. I think it was like a week of A school or whatever, 2 weeks.
Yeah, like 7 days, 8 days,
Yeah,
something
I
like
did that, and then like 2 days or 3 days later, I got orders to the fleet, bro. To the
Yeah, man.
CVN 70, I go, bro. Like
You
it was
said,
just
man.
cell block
Package the fuck.
70, I go. But the crazy thing is, right when I seen the ship, I remember it was me, Clayton, and Brown. Was it me, Clayton? It was me, Clayton. I don't know if it was Brown. I think it was Brown. And Bernie. Right when I seen the ship, bro, I was already foreign out. I was like, I'm doing foreign out.
Oh yeah.
Right when I seen the ship, I was like, yeah, I'm foreign out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then Clayton seen that video. Clayton was like, damn, there go. He excited. So it's like a different reaction for everybody. I seen the stuff. I was like, oh, that's home. Oh yeah, I'm definitely
Yeah, that's
foreign
how I
out.
thought of it. Like, dang,
You know
this
what
is
I'm
home
saying?
now.
I'm like,
This is actually home.
definitely foreign out. I'm enjoying my time, do my thing. But I was motivated for some reason. I was like, man, I'm gonna do all this and all that.
You know, that fresh out of boot camp motivation different.
Now that's a real thing.
Yeah, you see that 17 and what? I had like 1800 in my jump. Something I forgot what I had. It was something like that. 1900 something.
How about you, Fuzzo? How was your journey? Your shit was different though.
Man, I can't, because you know me, I was supposed to be on the submarine. And
Yeah.
soon as boot
You
camp was
dodged a
over
bullet,
that
though.
same night. Yeah, I did dodge a bullet, thank God. Like, that same night, graduation night, I didn't even sleep the whole night. They had us on the bus through a blizzard. Shipped me right off, quick, fast, straight to
He
Connecticut.
said
That's it.
straight. Hey yo.
We ain't had no break. I ain't had no phone. I ain't bring no civilian clothes. I didn't have nothing. I just left. I was sick too. I was like, damn, that shit hurt. But
Left straight out the city with nothing.
and like to touch that next base, like you could feel a depression in the air. Like Connecticut was different. Like I got there and I started questioning. I said, I don't know if this is gonna be me. But when I got to the Vincent, it low key lifted my spirits because I came from
Connecticut.
fucking Connecticut.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
so you had sunshine. You came to Dago. You seen the light, bro.
Yeah.
You was
So it was like, oh wow. Like, you know, it wasn't even Dago. We was in Washington. And I'm
yeah,
worried. I'm
you
like,
was in
bro,
Washington.
I'm going to Washington. Like, I can't get a
Rainy.
break. But I knew that we was going to San Diego. But when I got there, I was like, this is way better than Connecticut. So I was actually, my spirits was lifted a little bit
But
to
you
get to the fleet.
You was in Pia too, so your ship. You wasn't even living on the ship when you first got there, type. So it was
I mean,
straight
I
to-
was on a barge for like 2 months, and they moved me straight into the barracks.
Yeah, you was the barge low key, bro. I was on the barge once. The barge was low key lit because it was just a whole bunch of goons. It was just a whole bunch of.
I ain't never touched the barge one time.
It was just a whole bunch of
That's
like
lit.
one and dones, basically. You know what I'm saying? Or like the castaways. You know what I'm saying? Dudes who wasn't, highly quad to the point.
Restriction.
Or new dudes or restrictions or just just it was a party sometimes in that barge. I ain't gonna lie, cause we was all in the same, I wouldn't say misery, but we was all in the same like circumstance. Like we didn't know what was
Yeah.
going on with our careers for real. There were times when I was in the Navy though where I did think about re-enlisting. I was like, there was moments when I was like, this ain't that bad. I can make a career. I can do 20. It ain't really that bad. They pay me. I can move up in rank. But it was just points where I was just like, am I gonna regret it if I did it? You know what I'm saying? Like if I did these 20, like, cause I think the military is a great opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad
Yes,
I
great
joined.
stepping stone.
Yeah, it's definitely a great opportunity, and I'm glad I joined. I met the people I met, cause I wouldn't have met y'all and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, I was just like, I'm done. I'm gonna take I already did this. I know what this is, and then you could see your future in the military. All you gotta do is look up the rank above you. Really, you know what I'm saying? You could really see the future. Like, all right, I want to
check
be
their quality of life.
I want to be I want to be Master Chief. All right, fool. Look at all these Master Chiefs. I want to be a Lieutenant Commander. Look at the Lieutenant Commander. You could really see what you want to be in. Ain't nothing wrong with them, But it's like, is that what you want or is that not what you want? And I realized, that really wasn't what I wanted at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would say there's definitely like a misconception when you come in the military, and especially if you like quote unquote doing well, like going up in rank. And if you going up, and there's other people that might be they not fully into it, so they don't really, you know how it be. Like just how we was, it was like you reach a point where it's like, man, this is draining. Like
Yeah, underways.
It's not even the work. That's the crazy
it's
part.
not the work.
It's not the
And
work.
and I,
The work, the easiest part of the job, really.
Yeah, if you
For
think
real.
about it, really, it's the least mentally draining thing about the
Like,
job.
it's
Literally,
really like if
Yeah.
it was just work, bro, easy money for real.
that's one of the main things I wanted to get to too, because like we all know, like we done been there, we done been the grinders before, we done been the people that's out there on the deck plate doing what it gotta be done, handling maintenance.
Yeah.
So it's like it's always like crazy to see like there's three of us, we all got our first contract, and it's like how did that rise to fall kind of like what the Navy would call a rise to fall because we all got out. So it's like how do you get that far?
Yeah. Nah,
yeah.
I mean, I think it's good for some people. It's just really the person. Like some people need that structure, and I learned a lot too. I learned a lot in the Navy. Like I wouldn't call it a regret, but one thing I would say I wish I would have done better while I was in is I should have grinded it. Pause. I should have, took my time and like actually applied myself in certain areas. You know what I'm saying? Not because I was staying in, but because that was gonna prepare me for where I am now. You know what I'm saying? Or
right.
where I'm going.
Yeah, now I
Like,
understand you.
I feel like every step in your life is just to prepare you for the next step. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not doing 20, I wasn't gonna do 20 anyway, but I'm like, all right, if I did take advantage of those like grinding times and like apply myself to get maybe more quals or whatever, I could be where I am now mentally faster. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. What about you, Smitty?
Man, I mean, y'all know my situation on getting out was a little different than others, considering the circumstances. But
enlighten the people watching.
yeah, I made bad decisions, made constant bad decisions. But one bad decision led me down a road that smoking weed is not for the military, clear as day.
Clear as day. But
Yeah,
you know
clear as day.
what's sad about what crazy about that for me is like, it's really like nowadays, bro, I feel like the military is doing themselves a disservice by doing that to young people who are coming in for smoking weed. Like I feel like they're doing themselves a disservice. Like we already have problem in terms of people enlisting, bro. A recruiter called me the other day, or the reservist that called me the other day, bro. It's like, so you thinking about going back in? I just said no, straight up. But like I'm saying, like young, like these are 18, 19, 21-year-old kids. Like they coming in, you're not even fully developed. You gonna make mistakes. You gotta have a little more grace for these guys. You know what I'm saying?
They
One
don't
and
know what they
done.
wanna do yet.
Like dudes like Shelton. Shelton would have been a great sailor.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Shelton would have been an A1 sailor. He young. He was making mistakes, but he was doing his job. He was never, he was never a problem. He was just young and he made mistakes, but you got to give him a little more grace than that. You got to develop people. They're going to make mistakes. But if it's one and done,
like the amount of people that did crazy stuff and they stuff got sent up to the board and they get it all brushed off. Like with your case, Smitty, you only had a few months left.
Man, I
You
had
doing your
32 days exactly on the dot.
32
I think about
days.
it every day. Hey, in approximately 5 days, I'd be a year I've been out the military.
Damn.
you see, that's the crazy part. It was like, just give. And then
that's
there
all-
was a time when Smitty was on the road to glory.
No,
like
I was
when
still-
he was,
I was
right before he
rolling,
got out,
bro.
he was on his roll.
yeah,
I
that's
was
what I'm
still
saying.
rolling.
He was.
I was
rolling,
trying to
he
fight. I was trying to fight to get those last 32 days.
Because it's 32 days, and I've seen people, they get years back.
Yeah.
You can't
But
get
the
that
same
man
thing happened to
32
money.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nah,
same
that-
thing did
that-
happen to money.
Yeah, nah, I think it just depends on who mess with, because it's not even work ethic. That's why I said hard work kind of overrated sometimes, especially in a situation where like you in the Navy. Like I seen the hardest of workers get the can, and you get
Yeah.
some people who ain't really who ain't really done nothing, who ain't really worth that much to the department as some other people, but they get grace. And
Yeah,
even
they get
something
praised
worse.
more.
So it's not even. That's why I always tell people sometimes when I was in the birthing or when I was just like chilling, I'll be like, bro, hard work sometimes is overrated. I ain't saying it's not needed in certain areas. You need hard work to get to where you want to get in life, but sometimes your hard work is just not appreciated and it's just overrated in a way, bro. Because
And I feel like, and you know
could
that
play
was our job.
politics and make rent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could play the game. There's a system. There's a way you could move and grind and just slide your way through rank, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. It took me a couple years of being on the Vincent, and then I learned that politics was going to keep me out of backbreaking work. Like I had higher ups come to yo, you don't got to do the work. Yo, just make sure you drop them off. Because I didn't realize I had got my politics game up by accident. Like
He said
just-
by accident.
nah, like for real, just like spending time around people and just talking to them, and they're like, and if they like you, that's it.
Yeah.
And it's like, and it's then they create this hierarchy to where it's like, oh, you an E4, yo, you can't be friends with them E3s. Like it's a beef kind of like thing. Like it's supposed to be a back and forth.
But you know what's
Oh,
crazy
we
about
on
that?
this side, they on that side.
In other departments, it's far from like that. Like if you go to like the PSs, the RSs, E4s and E3s and E4s are the same. It's only in deck department where E4s are gods to E3s. Or E3s and belows.
And that's shit gets weird. And it's like, yo, you were just me yesterday.
Yeah, literally. You might.
I ain't never. The rank stuff never really hit home for me, man. Like one thing the military taught me is like, just because someone's in a place of authority don't mean they a leader. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, Bob.
Just rank
Absolutely.
doesn't make somebody a leader. Like it gives you authority in a way, but it doesn't make you a leader.
Yeah, it makes you.
So-
You're the boss.
You the boss, but like, are you somebody people really will follow? Because I've
Exactly.
seen a lot. There's people like Fuzz, for example. Like dudes will go work for Fuzz. You know what I'm saying? Dudes will go listen to what Fuzz got to say, and we'll have a third class or a second class when Fuzz was a seaman. Like we not listening to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like there ain't nothing to talk about. Like there's just level of respect is not there. That's what. So there's people. Like I think they do have opportunities for people to become better leaders, but people got to take advantage of them because
Absolutely.
they just pushing this rank on people and telling them to go lead people is not.
Yeah. Especially
It don't
being
work.
18, 19, 20,
Yeah.
and
And
never
the new
led nothing in your life.
And this new generation, like it's a new generation of young people that they're not playing that. You know what I'm saying?
They don't even communicate.
No.
They don't practice communication skills.
Nah.
And and if they remove the culture of rank equal respect, maybe it might get better because they taught leadership.
Yeah.
Like they have like little leadership courses, but they don't teach
No,
you
they don't
that
teach it, no.
just because you got a collar tab on that you become somebody. And that's just not the truth.
And
Like
I
that's
think-
not what it is.
That's like the yin and yang of first, like that's your first job. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know nothing about respect in a way, because you do that in a regular job, you might, somebody might come find you
Yeah,
in a
right.
way. But now it's like you protected by that rank in a way. But I think it's not even a military part when it comes to communication. I think communication is almost a dying art nowadays. Period.
Oh,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying?
In any aspect.
In all aspects of just our society, because I think social media killed it too. There's some people
Bingo.
who got the best game in the world when it comes to talking to girls when it's on the phone.
Well,
When
yeah,
it's
over that
texting,
screen. Yeah,
when it's through
you
the
absolutely
DM.
right.
The
You was
game-
absolutely
The
right.
game through DM, there might be there's some cold killers when it comes to game through DM. Cause you add
Yeah,
anything.
cold killers.
But but when they in public, when they gotta actually be human beings, bro,
They bots.
it gets sad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you get to realize you'll see a certain person like on the internet, and then all of a sudden you meet them in real life. They not even like that. You know what I'm saying? They just sitting down. They really standoffish sometimes, or they don't. They not the same personality. It's like your personality just changed, bro. It's crazy work out here, bro.
They can't bring their internet personality to the real world, man.
Nah,
That shit is dirty.
It's crazy work, bro. I be like, what the fuck going on?
But
out here, bro?
how real is that anyway?
The internet, it's not a real place, man. I tell
At
people that all the
all.
time, bro.
At
It's not a
all.
real place. But and if you keep looking at it, you'll fool yourself into thinking this stuff is real, and you'll
And they
start.
gotta-
You can look down on yourself because really what the internet is just a whole bunch of cap. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Absolutely.
It's lies that people really not living sometimes. You know, sometimes.
Now, yeah,
people are.
people definitely base their life off of social media. People would think, you know, he has this new watch, this new car, blase blah. He has all this money in cash. That's cool and all. Behind closed doors, hey, bro, you already know the situation. They don't ain't have to be spoken upon.
Yeah, shit,
you gotta-
real
Yeah,
life.
it's
happens.
real life. It's real life behind the closed doors.
And
Yeah.
it could get you into rushing to places where like you thinking you need to be somewhere where
Where
you don't really
don't.
need to be or you're not ready to be yet. Like 'cause
Yeah.
sometimes like you'll look at something and be like, damn, but what am I doing with my life? You know, because of the next person. But it's really you just gotta focus on you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be in your lane and you gotta focus on your vision of where you need to go. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have your goals.
I would tell a little, like when I got out the Navy, right? I was like, you know, in the Navy, it's always like, oh, when you get out, oh, you gonna work at this shipyard or you gonna go get this job that relates to the job that you're doing right now. And in my mind, I was like, yo, that's what I gotta do. You know, I gotta get out and do something that I was
Doing it
already familiar with doing. And that's what it seemed like. If I didn't do that, then I was messing up. I was making the wrong decisions.
Yeah.
Cause like I didn't plan on going to school at first. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna go to school. I'm gonna try to see if I could get that passed on to my kid. Like whatever the case may be, I was not really
Trying to
feeling
do
that. I didn't think I could do it. And I was like, especially not coming from the military. And that's just when you're not thinking in your own personal mind. Like you spent so much time not being an individual that thinking as an individual is like a damn near new concept you got to learn. Like y'all, any of y'all relate to that? Y'all feel that one right there?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, man. It was a journey.
I've been grinding, got all the eyes on me. Fuck being humble, I take the pride only. Damn right, I take it there, cause they ain't playing fair. I've been grinding, got all the eyes on me. Fuck being humble, I take the pride only. Damn right, I take it there, cause they ain't playing fair.